Hello students, now we are just going for the next topic of chapter number 11, that is the refraction through the glass prism. Students, it is a very important topic that through the glass prism we have to study that how refraction takes place through the glass prism. So what is prism? Prism is just like this shape. This is a prism, okay? We have drawn a prism. How the prism looks like, I just want to tell you. The prism is having 5 faces. 3 are rectangular and 2 are triangular. The structure of prism is like this. I'm just going to draw a diagram of prism here. It appears, and this is the face present at the back. So in this way, this one rectangular, and this one. So there are so many faces which are present, means 3 rectangular and 2 triangular faces are there which are present in a prism. Okay students, now the next thing is that since this is a prism, so we will study about the refraction through a prism. So what happened, we have put a prism and then towards one of the side of prism, okay, suppose this is a prism, towards one of the side of prism we have pointed to all pins in such a way that they are representing the path of the incident ray. Let's consider them A, P and Q. We will put a prism and then we will mark the outline of the prism by using a pencil. The ends of the prism are A, B and C. These are the vertex of the prism, okay, corners. Then students, suppose 2 all pins are there, P and Q. यहाँ लगा देंगे. अब दूसरे साइड से प्रिज्म में से देखते हुए वी विल अप्लाई 2 more all pins, जिसमें हम प्रिज्म में से देखेंगे और इसी के स्ट्रेट पाथ में 2 more all pins से हम लगा देंगे. ओके, पी क्यू, लेट कंसिडर दैम आर एंड एस. ओके, नाउ स्टूडेंट्स व्हाट हैपन, प्रिज्म को हटा देंगे और हम पेंसिल से यहाँ पे अगर लाइन ड्रॉ करते हैं, देन दिस विल बी द line which indicates the path of the incident ray, and this is the line which indicates the path of the refracted ray. We will draw them by using a scale. Okay, so this actually indicates the path of incident ray, and this indicates the path of the emergent ray which is emerging outside after refraction. Okay, now students, by considering the same, that is the laws of refraction and reflection, we know that the point where the incident ray will fall on the side of the prism, over there perpendicular to the surface, we will draw a normal. This is the normal which is at 90 degree, and similarly perpendicular to this surface again we will draw a line like this. So this is the normal. Let's consider it N dash, and this is M dash. These are 2 normals, 2 perpendicular. Students, the incident ray, when it passes, one more thing, we will join both these lines also. This will gives us idea about, this is the refracted ray. It is the refracted ray, and these are the 2 normals. Students, the incident ray, when it will fall on the refracting surface, then from the normal it will form an angle, and this angle is called the angle of incidence. Let's mark it as angle of incidence, angle I. Okay, now the refracted ray, it is making angle. Let's consider it is making angle R with the prism small r. Okay, then This one is, let's consider what is this angle. This is I'm just considering this angle R dash, and this one is the angle of emergence small e. So these are the different angles. Students, this angle means this angle of refraction and this angle R dash, that is incident angle on the other side, both are equal, as well as this angle of incidence and this angle of emergence, both are equal. Okay, now students, one more thing is there. If we increase the path of the incident ray, so when we increase the path of the incident ray, this is the path of incident ray and this is the path of emergent ray. Both the path are not perpendicular or not parallel to each other, and so that's why we will increase the path of the emergent ray in the opposite direction also, like this. So both these meet over this point. Okay, students, this. Okay, so students, the emergent ray means when we increase the path, ये थोड़ा straight नहीं बना, हमें ये straight इस तरह से बनाना है ये. So this point is a point where the extended emergent ray is meeting the incident ray. Students, ये जो point है, ये किसको रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है? इट इज़ अ एंगल. यहाँ पे एक एंगल है, आप इसे डी भी ले सकते हो या फिर आप इसे डेल्टा भी ले सकते हो. मैं इसे डी ले लेती हूँ. दैट इज़ एंगल ऑफ डेविएशन. ये क्या बताता है? ये रिप्रेजेंट करता है कि इंसिडेंट रे का पाथ ये था और वो अपने एक्चुअल पाथ से इतने एंगल पे डेविएट हो गई, मतलब मुड़ गई. जब इंसिडेंट रे इधर ऐसे जा रही है तो इमरजेंट रे इस तरह से, मतलब इंसिडेंट रे है वो कितना अपने एक्चुअल पाथ से अपने एक्चुअल एंगल से डेविएट हुई. दिस इज कॉल्ड द एंगल ऑफ डेविएशन. okay, and there is an angle, suppose this is the refracting surface, this is a refracting surface, these two surfaces are participating in refraction, and angle between both these surfaces, it is called the angle of prism. So angle A here represents the angle of prism. So PQ is incident ray, then over here it is point O, and this one is, let's consider it is point O dash. O dash over here represent refracted ray, and RS represent the emergent ray. This is angle of incidence, angle of refraction, angle of incidence R dash, and angle of emergence E. This one is angle of prism, that is angle A. This is the angle of deviation. Okay, next one is these all things we have to represent in the prism. Okay students, I hope you understand that what are incident ray, what is angle of prism, what is the angle of deviation. So angle of deviation gives the idea that how much incident ray is means diverging or diverting from its original path, how much the incident ray is bending from its original path due to the phenomena of refraction. And refraction, you all know very well that whenever light move from one medium to another, then it deviate from its original path, and this deviation is called the refraction.